right, we know all about the Ovi office, as coined by our Kevin Weeks here. It's where Alex Ovechkin is his most dangerous. But, Johnny, you were talking earlier about Steven Stamkos, and we came up with the Stammer Suite, and how sometimes he looks a little like Ovi on the power play, but maybe even better. Why?
I think because of his suite. It's bigger than the office. He can go more places. And to be honest, listen, we even have Stamkos' actual stick here to show just how good of a one-time shooter he is. Now, Ovi is one of the very best we've ever seen. Stamkos is right there with him. And he does a lot of things that allow him to be a good shooter, not just the ability to shoot the puck. Starts with his feet. He moves to get his body in the right position to release the puck. Then when he goes to shoot it, watch the technique. Top hand way away from his body, dropping to one knee to get velocity and elevation. And the fact that he can, that's the angle between the pass and the shot to the net. So 20 degrees, that's pretty tight. That's a square pass and a shot to the net. We see Alex Ovechkin, pretty similar angle. He's one of the very best at it. Crisp shot, he can take him pretty square on. What he doesn't do is flatten him out so much. Whereas Stamkos is a bit different. So watch all the different ways to shoot it. That's another square pass straight across. Pretty similar degree of difficulty, 23 degrees. Players practice that all the time. It's not that hard, pretty standard issue. Ovechkin doesn't like that. This is where it gets a bit different for Stamkos, because he can take these on a very steep angle, open it up. Now that's way bigger, 140 degrees. That opens up more spots in his suite. So he doesn't have to be just square to the passer. He can be further down towards the goal line because he is very comfortable in making that pass, whether it's straight across like the last three or the one. This one's actually behind him on his back heel, and he's still able, watch his body, leaning back, making sure to get enough velocity on it to get it in. So it's not just the fact that he's strong or that he can shoot it really well because he's got a nice curve and he can hit it hard. It's all the things that he does to get himself in position to do it, and then he does it as well as anyone, including Ovi. And the Stamkos suite, to me, is his ability to shoot the puck, not just, if we put Dano on the top of a diamond, think about Ovechkin in his office. You're John Carlson, I'm Ovechkin. You're going to pass it over to me. It's going to be approximately a 45-degree one-timer straight down. That's usually rotation. You're Kuznetsov or Backstrom. He's Carlson, I'm Ovi. It's going to be straight across. Whether you give it to me, Jamie, or whether Dano gives it, right? It's going to be straight across, no problem.
You mean I'm Hedman?
You're Hedman, yes. Sorry, you had. Well, no, if I'm Ovechkin, you can be Carlson. But what makes Stamkos more dangerous is his ability. And we see him score many times like this, where he's willing to flatten it all the way. Let's say Hedman slides across all the way to the blue line. It's almost a straight pass, straight down at me, and he's able to take that puck and one-time it as the board's getting my way here. That is an incredibly difficult shot to take. Straight down, be able to turn with it, coming straight at me this way, and basically shoot it sideways.
Right.
Versus I can't even see the net. And it's a very difficult one to move. Now, to do that well, a couple things that Stamkos does. When he gets a pass, let's say Jamie throws it over. So that one's behind me. He's able to lean back and make sure to get his body on that one to shoot it like that. Now, Jamie passes one a little bit in front.
Oh,
there,
the
right?
rolling puck.
So Stamkos is able to move quickly to get his feet and get his body into the right position. When you watch his feet before he shoots, it's where he does some of his best work because he gets his body in the right spot. Technically speaking, a couple of things to think about. We showed it. Pass to me one more time. So let's say I'm going to shoot this pass. It's a beautiful pass, right? So when I would shoot, my hand was tucked right here, like right in by my chest, my top hand. Stamkos gets his hand way out in front of him. By doing so, he can shoot the puck out here, here, or here by getting that top hand away from his body. It's a new way to be taught how to shoot. It allows you more flexibility in hitting bad passes with maximum velocity. If you tuck it tucked in like this, if the pass is perfect, you're great.
You end up
but if it's not,
on it possibly a lot of the time.
Yeah, you miss a few of them. So that is one thing. The other thing we see a lot of the guys, why do they drop to a knee? Because they want to get the puck up in the air. By dropping down to a knee, allows them to flex that stick and then fall through up higher. He does it all the time. A lot of the great one-time shooters do that. So all those little things that Stamkos does to make sure he gets maximum velocity and his curve. Whereas we get a nice little toe curve on his stick, very much like mine that I used to play with. And when you have a curve like this, you need to release the puck about 2/3 the way down, right there. And you can tell on his stick. Look at the black marks on the stick. Like they are right there where you want to shoot the puck.
Wow.
That's where he leans on him. That's where he shoots them when he takes one-timers because he's allowed with his toe curve to flex that blade, drop to a knee, and get up to the top shelf. That's why the suite is bigger than the office.
You know what impresses me, Johnny, and you showed it where he puts his arm way out there. Like, he's probably one of the best in the game at adjusting to the puck. What you're
Yes.
saying, with the footwork, with the angle of his arms, to still get that velocity.
Yep.
That makes it tough for a defender. Me being a former defenseman, whether it's on the power play 5-on-5, I think I've got an opportunity or I'm in the lane, and he's still getting velocity or positioning his feet where he's able to get that puck just by your pad. Goaltender can't quite get set. Nobody does it better in the game than Steven Stamkos as far as really getting mustard on that by. He makes a bad pass into a good pass.
Well, very simply, if Dano's coming at me, Mike Johnson, and as he did, we had this, and if the puck's right where I needed to shoot it hard, he knows where that puck has to go. And he lines up with that puck, and I will likely bury it into his shin pads. If the puck's way out in front of me or behind me, I'll miss him, but I can't hit the puck that well. I won't beat the goalie.
Sure.
Stammer's different because you can line up for the perfect pass. If he doesn't get it, he moves, and now you're not in the right spot, and he can still shoot it hard enough to beat goalies from any kind of angle. I really like the degree of the pass to the net because it shows whether it's straight like this, whether it's from the top of the slot, whether it's straight down. There's so many different angles that he can hit it from and score. It makes him maybe the most accurate one-time shooter in the league. Not the hardest. Ovi certainly shoots it harder, but he shoots it more accurately to get his goals on the one-timer.
Steven Stamkos, one of the best in the biz, and how cool that we have a stick too. Getting it done.
If only I could use it the same he did.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job.